It depends what their intellectual level and their developmental level is. Um, what I usually do with most kids is I explain it like uh, when you get to be a certain age and your body is able to make a baby. We don't have nests like birds, but we kind of have nests inside our uterus. And the nest is there so when the egg drops, and if we get impregnated, the egg will have like a tiny life inside, and it's going to fall, and it needs to land on something very soft to hold it. So we make these nests so it has a very soft landing spot. And if it has a baby inside, and obviously there's a whole talk about that separate from this, but if there's a baby inside, what happens is the nest will land in the soft spot and it will nourish it and it will cover it and it will be a really safe space for the baby to develop. If the egg does not have a baby inside, it will drop and then the body will clean out the nest for the hopes that next time there will be a baby. Or maybe not for the hopes, but so it'll clean out the body and then that will be the nest. And the nest is made out of blood cells and things like that. And so then you will bleed and you can bleed for a certain amount of time. And it can be anywhere from like 2 days to 10 days, which is not typical. It's usually like 5 to 7 days. And that's the way I describe it to kids. And then I'll get into, there are different things you can use when that happens. You can use pads, tampons, this new absorbent underwear. And then there's issues with, if somebody has attentional problems, ADHD, OCD, and various things that can be obstacles to being able to handle that. So for ADHD, you might set up timers so that they can remember. For OCD, let's say it's something about an intrusive feeling about the sensory, and that could be true for autism too. So you could either figure out what's the best tool or what they can use that's going to help them. So like if they don't want to feel wet, you would maybe teach them about a tampon. And then you could also do things which we do with kids is we have exposures where they might purposefully put something that feels a little wet in their underwear and then keep adding up until they habituate to it on some level. And then maybe they'll get, points every time they do it. Something that they're motivated for is, a prize at the end. And that can help with the motivation. So that's really the information I can give regarding that question.